Hello, everyone, and welcome to the In the Pocket podcast. My name is Kevin Chip Ginyard. I'm super hyped and super grateful that you took time to be with me tonight. This podcast was created to help you find your rhythm, to help you find your niche through the inspirational stories that our guests provide. I'm dedicated to giving you premium content, and it's not going to stop. It's going to continue tonight. I have an amazing guest in the house tonight, a young lady. Where the ladies at? New York City, stand up. I'm honored to sit down with this rising star. This woman is an amazing artist known as Tre'i Stella, who has created a name in the music industry that will be respected forever. She has worked with some of the who's who in multiple genres as a background vocalist. She's performed with artists like Kanye West, The Samples, the Sunday Service Choir, Erica Campbell, Tyler the Creator, Jessie J, Bro James, the Clark Sisters, and many more. That's right, I'm talking about Miss I Can Only Be Tiffy herself, fresh from performing from the Super Bowl, fresh from Amsterdam. Please welcome to the pod for episode 9 of Musician Memoirs, my friend and my sister, Mrs. Tiffany Freeman. My girl. Welcome, Tiff. Welcome.
Hey.
Hey, sister.
What's going on?
I got to get used to saying Freeman. I almost said Stevenson.
You know, that's been happening a lot, but I'm just like, just like when I tried to do the whole Tre'i Stella thing, nobody would call me. Everything was Tiff. I'm like, okay. I mean, I know that they get it, but it's, I get it.
Yeah, it's man.
Fine.
Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Your hubby, Kerwan. Did I say it right?
Yeah. Nobody calls him that, though. Everybody calls him Free.
Free. All right. Well, I haven't formally met him yet. I know of him, but I haven't met him yet. But yeah, my guy, Free.
Yes.
Hopefully I get to. I just followed him on IG. So
dope. Okay.
Hopefully we can link up, and I can even have him on the pod to talk about what he does.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He's in the game as well. My sister Tiffany's here, man. Tiff, we've been friends for a long time, man. As long as I can remember, like you were always there.
Mm-hmm.
Every concert, every shed, every event. Sasha, your Berkeley days. With Ty. You were always in Connecticut. We were always in New York. Just family working together on the scene, man. Tell us about your humble upbringing. Like how was it growing up in the city? Which borough did you grow up in?
I grew up in the Bronx.
Okay, BX stand
Shout
up.
out to the Bronx.
Right.
It really just was church.
Gotcha.
My mother kept me in church, like a lot of us musicians and singers. Just
right.
Church was definitely the foundation of everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't know how this happened, but Damien Sneed ended up coming to New York for college, and he ended up playing at my church.
Wow.
And he ended up, I think that he wasn't, I don't think they have a campus. If they do, he wasn't staying there. So he ended up living with me and my mom.
Wow. Nobody knows that. That's crazy.
Right. I was at least 12, 13 around that time.
Mm-hmm.
And then he would like let me watch Karen Clark Sheard videos and Kim Burrell videos and like introducing me to like all of these amazing singers. And then one random night, Kiki was in town.
Wow.
She had a show coming up. I was 14. I will never forget it. Wow. And that was my first gig, like singing background for Kiara Sheard.
Yeah.
And then, that just grew. I started traveling with her. And then that went from her to then being introduced to her mom. And then I started.
Okay. So stop. Because you're going too fast. So you grow up in church, normal church kid, in service all the time?
Every day of the week.
Yeah.
Almost failed school because my mom just had me sleeping on the back row while she upstairs having me. I'm like, y'all have a meeting about everything.
Everything, yeah. Doing your homework on the back pew.
Exactly.
I know all about that. So you had a gift and a talent, but how was it cultivated? Just church choir, all that stuff?
Choir. I eventually started singing on the praise and worship team.
Yeah.
But my dad is a musician too. So my dad used to play music in the house all the time. I used to be in rehearsals with my dad. That's actually my dad on the Tell Me group theory.
Yeah. Wow.
I think people knew that. Yeah. and then on Brown Sugar. So my dad was in D'Angelo's very first band. Yeah. So I used to be in their rehearsals.
Wow, Tiff. So you had no choice.
Right. It was there.
Yeah. Now, did you feel pressure or just did it come organically?
No, I think it was pretty organic. It was pretty organic. I was around music either way.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it was like bound to happen at some point.
So, wow. So your father being a legend in the city, you know, playing on all these recordings and doing gigging and stuff.
And my mom sings too.
Oh God. So you got it from both parents.
Yeah, my mom used to like do like not the gospel tours, but she used to tour with groups like to Norway and Japan, and she was doing like the Norwegian Grammys and be hanging out with wrestlers and boxers. My mother, like that was her like my life now was my life.
That's dope. You said at 14 you got your first break, right? Damien Sneed put you on, Big Brother. Pulled you in and you started touring from there. Wow. Yep. Was it just weekends or like spot dates?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was mostly weekends. When I was in high school, I was traveling with Karen, and that was like it could have been a Wednesday night, Tuesday, like it could have been whenever.
How did you balance?
Well, I used to have to beg my mother, like, please, can I stay home? Yeah. Some days she would feel bad, like, okay, I'll give you a pass. But then there were other days when she used to tell me, like, if this is something that you want to do, you're going to have to learn
to do both.
The balance.
Yeah.
But I used to have to like bribe my teachers and like, I just need 15 minutes. If I could just close my eyes. 15 minutes, please. I used to be so tired.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But they knew you were special and they knew you had a gift. Had to.
Plus, the artist I was with was gospel. I went to a Catholic school, so it kind of like balanced itself out.
Yeah. You were doing the Lord's work.
Exactly. Exactly.
So did you always want to be a performer, entertainer?
Yeah.
Was there anything else?
No,
you just always knew.
Yeah, and I used to be in the bathroom with a brush.
Okay.
Like acting like I was in a video, and if anybody caught me, I would cry. Like I would cry so bad. I was shy.
Super shy.
I don't know at what point, like when did I break out of this shyness? Like now I just be ready to.
Yeah, because I was gonna ask you, like you're so comfortable on stage.
Oh
every
my
video
God.
In person, like you interact with the crowd.
You used to ask, if you asked me to sing, I would cry. Wow. I literally would cry. Like I didn't want anybody to hear me. I just was like.
You got over that quick.
Okay. Because a closed mouth ain't gonna get fed.
Yes, ma'am. You're right. Wow. So how did the church prepare you to be a performer? If it did at all.
I don't think the church did. I think going to like the Village Underground really taught me like one, singing in front of strangers from everywhere, all walks of life, and then how to engage with a crowd, and then not being so caught up in I know that I know how to sing and I'm going to sing every little run, riff, everything that I've ever learned, like taking your time, like taking the audience on a journey, and like how you speak to the audience, how you speak to the band. Like, I think like those opportunities when I did get to go, like, cause I used to be sneaking in there only because of my dad, but I was studying, Uncle Ron and Melanie and Cheryl Pepsi Riley, and just like watching the way they just interacted with everybody. And I think the older I got and the more I was able to go, it was definitely helpful. But not only that, like singing behind artists, even young, I was able to like watch how they did it, even
soaking it
stage,
up.
Right? Off stage, like how they treat their assistant, how they talk to the people, the staff of the venue or whatever the case. Like, I think at every moment, there's always been some level of a teachable a teachable moment.
So if y'all don't know, everybody who's watching, this is episode 9 of Musician Memoirs. This series is dedicated to people that are on the road. And my girl Tiff just got back from the Super Bowl. She just got back from Amsterdam. She is doing her thing, and I'm so proud of her. But she's alluding to the Village Underground in Greenwich Village in New York City. Mm-hmm. Anybody who knows music knows that when you come through New York, you got to stop. You got to see the Apollo. You got to go to SOBs, and then you got to go to the Village Underground. Now, it's no longer open right now in that aspect, but it was a place to be. And if you were there and had a chance on a Sunday night, what a time to be alive. Woo! The chicken wings and the music. I mean, it was a heavenly place, man. It was a vibe. Like, seriously, you could walk in there and see anybody from Mariah Carey, Prince, Jamie Foxx, Shaka Khan. And it was hosted by the incomparable Ron Grant, the late Ron Grant. And he was a mentor to you. Talk to me about what he meant to you.
Man, it's hard to, like, I have to gather myself.
Yeah.
Because he literally, like, he was the teacher.
Yeah. And what a teacher, Tiff. Oh my God. Vocalist, like, performer, orator. He just controlled everything. He knew what to do.
He knew exactly what to do. And
stop messing around. Don't you know that I like having you around in my life? Oh, baby. So many times I want to hold you all so near.
And if he loved you,
yeah,
he was gonna pull you to the side and say, "Why you do that?
Yeah,
you need to do this. You need to be Next time, try it this way. Like, do it this way." And I noticed that every time I sang in his presence, he would say, "Oh, that was good, but you should try it this way. Like, you should do this, and then like I'll say closer to, like, before he passed. I have a video. I was singing somewhere and I have a video. You can't see him, but you can hear him.
Okay.
And he's like, "Yeah, Tiff. Yeah, you got it. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's it." Yeah. And I remember coming back to the table. He's like, "See, that's what I'm talking about." And I was just like, like, it feels so good to hear somebody that you looked up to for years.
Absolutely.
Tell you, "You doing it. Like, I'm so proud of you. This is it. This is what I've been trying to get you to see." Like, and so, he was just the teacher. And that's why I like hosting, because of him. I like entertaining crowds because of him. Even Melanie Daniels, like, I love singing 100 songs on one beat.
Yeah.
Like, they just were, or Mel is, but Ron was just like
consummate performers, man. They just knew what to do. They knew how to move with the crowd. They knew how to control it. They knew how to talk to the band. It just was a vibe. And every Sunday night that we would come there, we knew we were gonna eat good, and we knew we were gonna hear some good music, man.
Yeah.
And I mean, anybody would walk through there. Corey Henry would come through there. Jermaine Parrish, like, all the homies were in there, and it just was a vibe. And my wife went there one time, and Denzel was there.
Him and his wife used to be in there all the time.
Yeah.
And his wife used to be like, "You singing tonight, right?"
Wow.
And I used to be like, "I sang already. I need to hear. Where's Ron?
Yeah.
Because I need to hear her again."
It's one of the few places that one song could turn into like 17 others. It'll just go and go and go. And in the background singers, y'all always on point, and just it was a vibe. Like, that's all I can say. It was good times. And if you didn't have a chance, go to YouTube and find some of those videos to see the Village Underground with Ron Grant.
I actually did a tribute.
I saw.
It was one night only, Village Underground reunion. The whole band was there.
Yep.
We honored Ron, we honored Melanie and Mike Davis and Cheryl Pepsi Riley. And it literally felt like a regular Sunday. Like it was so nostalgic. I was like, I don't know if I could recreate this. Everybody's like, you got to do it again. I'm like, I don't know. Like,
it was special. Yeah, it was an amazing time. What a time to be alive, man. Ron Grant, rest in peace to Ron Grant, the legend, man. All right, so let's go on to your stage acumen, like your stage performance. What's your pre-show ritual? Like, what do you do before a show?
I don't really have much of a ritual. A playlist.
Right.
If my husband's not with me, I'm on FaceTime with him. It's not. Now I will say I started. I've been working with Rob Stevenson on different occasions because of the artists that I've been with. He's their vocal coach.
Okay.
But he's taken time to like also like warm up the background vocals and stuff. So now every time I see him, he like, come on, Tiff.
Yeah.
And pull out your recorder. And like he has me record the whole warm up. So now whenever I'm somewhere else, I can just be doing my makeup and doing the vocal warm ups. Well. Yeah. So
all that stuff.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, all that stuff. How do you, so you get called at the last minute for gigs all the time. You know, you are, you come through for people. Tiff, I need this. I need you to sing soprano, alto, tenor, whatever. You can do it all. If y'all don't know, Tiffany has crazy range. She could be in the ceiling and then she could also sing the bottom too. So she's one of the few that can sing all three parts confidently. So how do you retain your material? How do you learn it that quick?
For me, I'm a visual learner. So like I have to hear the song just straight through and then I have to play it again and read the words.
Okay.
And I learn faster listening and reading the words at the same time.
So you're downloading the melody as you're reading the words. Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So you toured with multiple artists, gospel and secular R&B. Did you catch any flack for doing secular music at all?
Earlier, like maybe 10, 11 years ago.
Yeah, but your parents didn't care.
No, I mean, I don't think that. Well, my father's not necessarily saved. We're still working on him. But my mom is like, very heavily involved in church. She's a pastor, and so like, I'm like, if my mother don't care, I'm sorry, like But for some people, it's hard for them. And so they'll project on you what they were never able to do. So now I'm doing it and it's wrong. But you're not called to the same places I'm called to or called to the same spaces that I'm called to. I have never once compromised who I am and what I believe for $1.
Right.
My needs are met. Like, you know what I'm saying? And the gift is not mine anyway. And so it doesn't matter what arena I'm in. I'm good. I always tell people I'm literally good everywhere. Like I'm still saved. I'm still going. I could sing with Israel one weekend and then go with Jazmine and sing, I want to praise on it. And it's no problem. Like, because at the end of the day, it's my job. This is what
your job,
Y'all don't work at Christian establishments.
Right.
Who made your clothes? Who made your makeup? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I used to get the whole, you can't serve two masters thing. And for me, and it's like, it came up the other day and I kind of was just like, okay. And I went to Matthew 6 again and I was like, okay, I need to understand the context of serving two masters. And it's not anything that people make it out to be. It says you can't love God and money. Like you can't serve God and serve money. Right. I am not. Money is not a God to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I I love what I do, so it doesn't feel like work. I just so happen to reap benefits of doing my job. Yeah. And it doesn't mean that I compromise.
No.
But
God gave you a gift. He gave you a gift, and he didn't give you a gift just for the Bronx. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
He with the amount of talent and anointing that he put on your life, yes, it can be used in church, but yes, your light can shine other places where you look different. Yeah, and then you're different on stage, right? And then people are drawn to you. Therefore, that's that same anointing and that same gift. And I'm not trying to preach or church or nothing like that. I just wanted to ask you.
Come on.
this ain't that kind of show.
Come on. This is not. It's not my right to preach.
Yeah, we are two church kids that understand, that we've gone through that backlash of hearing, you can't do that stuff. I just want to know how you felt and what you've been through in that situation. But in preparation, is there any difference in how you prepare for a secular gig versus a gospel gig?
I wouldn't drink.
Okay. Makes sense. Yeah. Okay. That's good.
That's it.
Yeah.
What did the Bible say?
But a job is
if it offends your brother, don't do it in front of you. Know what I'm saying? Right, I'm real big on that. But but then the I don't want to say vibe, but the vibe is different.
Yeah,
because now I'm not just going with the flow and having to I'm in a different capacity now, so I can't necessarily do what I know normally to do here because it's not gonna fly here. Yeah, and the assignment is different.
Yeah. So. I got you. So when you're singing spirituals with Damien Sneed, you're not gonna have the same pregame, same ritual as you are on tour or opening one of your own shows. I got you. Yeah, you got to be smart. Funny. I mean, I think in your business you learn how to be mature, and absolutely you pick and choose, how to handle certain situations. So that wasn't necessarily for me; it's to help people. So we skipped over something important. You went to Catholic school, but then you went to one of the most prestigious universities in the world. Talk about that.
It was cool.
A lot of people say that. I want.
It was cool.
Yeah.
I didn't graduate.
It's all right. You was there.
It is. I sure was. I paid for the networking.
That's right.
That's actually how I met my husband. So I'm really grateful for that. I'm grateful for my best friend. I met so many amazing people there, and a lot of them are in the same industry now. So now I feel like, on certain stages, it's a reunion of some kind.
And where did you go to? Because we didn't say where you went.
I went to Berklee College of Music in Boston.
Be proud of that, girl. Talk about it.
In Boston. Yeah. No, it was cool. It was cool. It's just I think everything ain't for everybody. And I feel like had I waited a little while and then went, I would have been better prepared. Because it's like the first time I'm away from home. I'm out on my own.
Yeah.
I gotta figure this out. I literally was thrusted into adulthood.
You had to grow up real quick.
Yeah. And then, I didn't know that. So Justin Raines is the reason why I go to Berklee, right? Because when I was singing with Karen, he was a freshman at Berklee, and he was talking about it all the time. And I looked it up, and I was like, wow, a school, they just do music all day. I want to go there. That's the only school I applied to, and I got in.
Yeah, it's one of the toughest schools to get into too.
But when I got there, I'm like, oh, there's math, there's reading, I have to learn how to do. Oh, this is I didn't sign. I'm like, oh no, I didn't sign up for this. Where the music at? I want to sing. I just want to sing. Oh, and then when I started singing, it started to overshadow. I was so tired from being in sessions and doing.
So you were working. You were professional. So you're student professional at that time.
Yeah, but it was. I didn't have anybody so how your grades looking? How's your class? I didn't have literally no one was staying on top of me as far as the scholastic part.
Yeah. You
and
was living a dream though. You
no, yeah. And I'm not gonna say that I blame them, but I wish that I just had more of a push, because I probably would have finished. I would have been a lot focused. I was super, super distracted. So
you can finish
I had to get well, if I do go back to school, I don't want to study music. I want to study psychology.
Okay. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's
but
dope.
We'll see what happens.
That's dope, man. And you right down the street. I think you relocated now. So,
I'm like, y'all need a teacher.
People who want to be background artists or background singers, what should they do to prepare? Like, everybody wants to go on the road. Everybody wants to tour. Everybody wants to be on the gram and be hyped. They want your life. How do they prepare? How do they prepare? Talk to me.
I will say the first thing is to, at some level, expose yourself. Like, that's why I love like Village Underground and The Groove and Cafe Wa and like the little open mic spots like around.
Yeah.
Because everybody's in the room. Somebody always needs a group, a singer. There's always something random going on in the city.
Yeah.
And then you meet one person, you do a show with them, you meet those people there, you connect with them, and like the cycle just continues. And like that's how you build your contact sheet. That's how you start to build your network. I definitely say that it should start with, people hearing you and seeing, what you're able to do, because every gig is not for everybody.
So just putting videos up on YouTube and on Instagram is not going to get you a gig necessarily.
It might now.
Now,
because that's like the new thing.
Audition tape, yeah.
Yeah. But even to that, it's not enough to like put in your bio singer, artist, and you taking pictures of trees and hills, and it's like, I can't take your word for it.
Yeah.
I don't want to take your word for it.
Yeah.
If you're going to be those things, if you create an artist profile, then you should probably show some level of artistry on your page, because then I can't call you for anything. And then you can't be mad because you want to be in a space that you see everybody else in, but you've done nothing to even move towards that.
Yeah.
So exposing, to say exposing yourself is so crazy.
Promoting yourself, right?
Promoting yourself, promote what it is that you do, promote. You gotta sell it. Yes, you gotta sell yourself. Yeah. No, you have to you have to really like, you gotta bring something to the table. Bring something to the table, allow people to know what it is that you do. And then when you do get in those spaces, remain professional. Professionalism, character, personality, integrity, like all of those things. And I think if you could do that outside of music, then I think you should be fine. But some people,
I get it. So that's where I'm going. So you recently got married, but you being a single woman in the industry, talk to me about that, because do people try to play, take your beauty and your charisma for weakness? Do they try to take advantage of you? Or is it that Bronx and you like, nah, dude, don't
right. Well, I think even before being married, I think people kind of already understood my position. Like, no, this is not that.
Yeah.
It's never been that. Don't try it now. But now it's like it's well respected. Like people don't even they don't even joke the same. Like some of the stuff they say, it's very like, okay, Mrs. Freeman, what's up, Mrs. Freeman? And it's like, it's very high by now. Like, it's real very short. Dry, which I love, like Brian, because I'm here for the bag. We ain't gotta have no conversation.
Let's work.
Hello, goodbye. Be safe.
Right. Get home safe. Yeah.
But no, it's been really, it's cool.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm still bubbly personality, laughing, joking, but yeah, it's definitely like, all right, cool.
Pump your
like,
brakes.
Right. Yeah.
I got you. How important is appearance, right? You're a glam lady. You like to put on for the Saints and
What Little Richie said, I like to shine. This is what you call
so
it.
you like to shine.
Doing your own damn thing.
So how important is appearance and how long does your glam take?
What's crazy is I'm still a bit of a tomboy, I would say, but like I used to be bad. Like you could not get me to wear makeup. I didn't want to do anything, like nothing.
I remember Tiff with the glasses and the little ponytail.
Right. I would dress up, but I just didn't want to. I didn't want to do all of that. It was Damien Sneed told me early on, if you don't wear makeup, nobody's gonna hire you. And from then on, I started getting lessons. I started to really figure this thing out. And then all of a sudden it was just like, ooh, oh, okay.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of times talent is cool, but talent is only a portion of it.
It's only a portion of it.
People have to look at you before you even open your mouth.
That's true.
And so, I mean, even if you don't look good for people, at least look good because you want to look good.
Right. In this world with cameras everywhere, right?
Exactly. You're always on. Jason White tells us all the time, I need you to be on.
Yeah.
Every time. Yeah. I'm not on today because I'm tired. But you got to be on. Because you just never know. You never know. Especially perfect example is the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
We just doing sound check and camera blocking or whatever. But he it's going to be cameras there. You don't know. You could end up in a commercial. You could end up somebody could stop you and want to interview you. Are you excited about something? Right. And you got on a do-rag and a hood. Even though it's not showtime, you're still in a space were like you're able to be seen. So
that's good, Tiff.
Show up.
So talk to me about Jason White. I mean, since we're there, like one of the we were first introduced to Jason White as a songwriter and a musician, you know, back in the day on those early, you know, Judy McAllister records in West Angeles. How do you get hooked up with him?
Let me see. My first time meeting Jason was my first time meeting Jason, Dorinda had a conference or something in LA.
Wow.
And Damien was a part of that, but we were supposed to be singing at a few different places, so a few of us flew out, but they had like breakout sessions, and it was Damien, it was Jason, and it was another person, but nobody came to our room. It was just us in the room. So like we were sitting there waiting for people to come in, and then eventually that just turned into, you know, just us having regular conversation. And then years later, I got called to do something with David Daughtry. And I think he was David's MD or something like that. And I saw him again. And then years later, when I moved to LA, that was January 2019, I got a random call like, hey, are you available to do this rehearsal? Can you come to rehearsal at 2:00? They didn't say what it was for. They didn't say who it was going to be there. And when I get there, it was about maybe 20, 25 of us. And we just, every day, like I was just showing up to this rehearsal, like, and Jason was on keys, like teaching us the music. And then that's when it turned out to be for Kanye. And it turned out to be, this is, before it was Sunday service.
I was about to say, was that the motivation? Was Jason just doing his own thing and then he got up with Kanye and they put it together? Or
no,
was
it was always for Kanye, but I don't think anybody knew exactly, like we didn't know how we were standing. We didn't know anything. Like we were just like, okay, we're supposed to learn these songs. let's just learn.
You're just singing at that point. There's no choreography or nothing like that at that point. There's no, round stages and outside, none of that. So
nothing.
You're just an SIR, just rehearsing.
Yep.
Wow.
And then one of the days Kanye came in and I was like, oh, this is who it's for. Got it. And at the time, I think because it was less people, he was a lot more like approachable.
Okay.
Because the more people that was in there, it got a little crazy. But no, that's how. And so then I remember after in the middle of one of the rehearsals we had, it was like a break, and me and Jason just kicked it. He's like, so tell me about you. He's like, because I know I met you before, but like, so you sing with Corey, and ever since then, like Sunday service really like just.
So you were there from the beginning. You're one of the original samples.
Day one.
Wow. Yeah. So from that first rehearsal, did you know it was going to be special?
No. I had no idea. I don't think any of us knew. We were just like, they saying show up, so yeah, we here.
And when they don't tell you who it's for, when they call you for rehearsal and they don't tell you who it's for, is it a direct indication that like it's going to be something special or different?
I don't know if it's that or you can't trust people.
Yeah.
Because some people just be hype.
Yeah. So how big did the choir get? Because you said 25 in the beginning.
Yeah. It went from like 25 to like 50. And it probably ended up being like 150 people. It probably was more than that, honestly. But I want to say 150.
So how do y'all travel? Y'all charter the whole plane?
Yeah.
I saw a video with Ye in there, and then y'all in the back, but I didn't know that was really how you. And then everybody has their own mic headset. Huh? Everybody has their own headset. Is that true? Wow, that's a lot of lines.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious. Okay, wow, that's crazy. What was the overall vibe? What was y'all vibe like when he introduced the uniform and the vibe of what y'all were gonna be singing and wearing?
So what's crazy is when we first started, we used to just color coordinate. Like it was just like, all right, what y'all want to wear? So we would be like, let's do like denim with like nudes and like tan undertones, like rose gold or gold or whatever. And he was like, okay, I like this. So we kind of kept going with like little themes or whatever. And then I want to say it was probably like maybe the fourth time we sang, we started getting fitted. Yeah. And we was like, all right, we're about to be easy. And he had us in, I still got it, this like oversized like jumpsuit. I look like a janitor, but it was so dope. And then I had my first pair of Yeezys I still got them, the season 6 like desert boots.
Yeah.
And that was the vibe. Like that's what it was like army green and tan. And he had some people in like these oversized bubble coats and beanies. Like, and that's when it started. But then I really think they got strict with uniforms once. You know how like some people can't read the room. And so it's like, first of all, you coming in here to sing. You're not here trying to catch a body. Like it's okay. So like it used to be an issue. Like you have to cover your behind. You have to. You won't do it. Here, put this on. Put this on.
Got you.
And so then it just got. Sometimes I was like, "Ooh, we gotta wear this." I remember when they went to Miami. Did you see? I wasn't there.
Okay.
But when everybody was painted silver, I said, Lord,
wow,
you know,
yeah,
I was not about to be painted silver, but
this one wasn't for me.
Exactly. But I mean, Kanye is just it. I will say a lot of the times, a lot of stuff did not make sense, and I used to tell him like, "Yo, you know what you're doing is not. It don't make sense."
You should tell Ye this or Jason?
Yay!
Wow.
So the thing with me is that like if I'm working with you, I don't like to say I'm working for you because we're doing this together.
Yeah.
If I'm working with you and I have to see you every week, there's no way that I could be around you and I can't have any level of conversation with you. Like there's absolutely no way.
Yeah, everybody can't handle that though.
But yeah, that
you're skilled. You were with Karen Clark at 13, you know, so you got a little different advantage. You were Damien Sneed and around all these elite people, but you know, Shanika, that singing background that can sing, she see Kanye, she's gonna lose it.
Yeah, see, that's another thing. That goes back to the BGV 101. Like you gotta relax. You're here because you're supposed to be here. Like you're in the room, you're already in the room. Just he's here because he's important and you're important too. And that's why you're here. And we're working together for one common goal. We're going to put this whole production together and present it to the world. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk to you. So I remember telling him like, because we had this crazy worship moment. Like we were in Arizona shooting his movie. And it like the worship, it was so good.
Yeah.
And the next day he pulled me to the side and was like, "Can I ask you a question?" I said, "Yeah, what's up?" He said, "Why were you crying?" He was like, "Are you okay? Like, did something happen?" I said, "No." I said, I basically told him, I said, you can't invite God into a space and his presence not overwhelm you.
Yeah.
I said, and then I said, when you just consider your life, when you consider where you are now and where you should be, that's a different level of like grateful. And I said, I don't know if you understand, like what you're doing doesn't make any sense. I said, none of this makes sense. I said, and it's coming from you, the most controversial person ever.
Yeah.
I said, this doesn't make sense. And I said, I'm so grateful to be a part of something that some people frown down upon. Like they don't, because they don't understand it, they're not around. So it's easy for them. Oh, that's a call. Oh, why they dressed like that? Why they doing that? Why they doing that? But it's like, it's so easy to have an opinion outside looking in, but when you're in it, it's something totally different.
Okay.
And he was like, "Can you say everything you just said on camera?" I'm like, "Are you listening to me?"
Nope.
Are you listening? But
he's already at the commercial. He listening to what you said.
But I will say, like, a lot of times we used to be like, "What is he doing? Like, this is weird." But when you watch it back, it's like, oh,
yeah, he's a genius.
Like, it's always dope.
Yeah. Yeah. We pray for Ye, man. We pray that God continue to use him, man. Great mind. And I hope he uses it to glorify God. So with that, people could take that conversation and be like, "Me and Ye chopped it up. We homies." Like, is the artist your friend?
No.
Speak to that for me.
No, I can't pick up the phone and call him. I can't borrow no money. He ain't coming to my house. I'm not going to his house. I don't know him outside of rehearsal and the stage.
Yeah.
No. But I respect him and I respect the space that I'm in at the time. And I just feel like as a creative also, there's nothing wrong with us, having a dialogue or having a conversation, or you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Me walking up to him like, "Yo, did you know that?" He's like, "Oh, what?" Like I told him about my dad playing with D'Angelo. He was like, "Word?"
Yeah.
I was like, I just walked away.
Drop something.
No, yeah. I remember one time I was in rehearsal. I was with Eric Benet. We in the thick of rehearsal. And I mean, Farnsworth was blowing my phone up. And I was like, what is going on? He's like, yo, can you get to the studio right now? Ye is asking for you specifically.
Wow.
And I said, see, this is why you got to talk to people.
Yeah.
This is why.
That's the light. That's your light.
But see, this is what I'm saying. And it's like, you don't have to fangirl or fanboy or be ridiculous.
Yeah.
But I just thought that was so dope.
But that's goodness and mercy. You're like, I ain't trying to preach again.
It's following me. Hey!
My God.
Follow me.
My God. So you are a woman of many talents, right? Singer, writer, vocal arranger, you do it all. Mm-hmm. You stepped in a couple years ago, and started your own line. Talk to me about that, because we are missing the book line. Like, talk to me about that.
Okay, so I only started it really because Kelly Price was on R&B Divas, and they were supposed to be doing like a whole performance. They were working on some play, and she was like spearheading the whole thing. And then they were at dinner or somewhere, and she said, well, I won't be there because I'm booked. And me and my friends were kind of like, now, Kelly, how you gonna put this thing together and then say, oh, I can't go because I'm booked? But then it used to be a joke. Like, my friends would be like, oh, can you come with us to dinner? I'm like, oh, I can't. I got rehearsal. Oh, I can't. I got to fly. I can't. Oh, Tiffany stay booked. She always booked. Kelly Price booked. She booked. And I said, I'm gonna wait for Kelly to like monetize off of this some kind of way, like, because it's only right and it's hilarious. But like, people really do be out here like, oh no, I have stuff going on. Yeah. And nothing came of it. So I was like, okay, I have this idea. I know what I want it to look like. One of my homies, Brandon, he kind of helped me put it together, even though my design is not what I want it to be. Okay. He actually, like, instead of putting me in direct contact with the guy who was designing it, he had me doing like middleman stuff. Okay. So he approved things that I'm like, you can't approve things that you're not paying for. Right. But because at the time, like, I had already been like giving away samples and stuff, and I wanted to keep everything consistent, I just never changed it. But yeah, that's where booked came from. I really want to start back up with it. Especially now because, you know, I recently just like got rid of my LA apartment. And back a lot of I'm here. Like I'm here.
Back home. Well, not home, but kind of home.
But all my merch was in LA. Okay. So people would be like, yo, you got, and I'm like, So now all my merch is with me now. So I just gotta go through it, see what I have, and then Yeah,
the people are waiting, man. I know my wife definitely wants some stuff. She's been waiting for a minute. So let's go.
I got hoodies. I got a bunch of hoodies.
Well, it was 81 today, so I'm in my cold house, but yeah, let's do it.
Y'all in Georgia. Right. Okay.
But let's do it. I'm proud of you for that. You know, all type of celebrities and artists I've seen wearing it. All the homies, all the professionals out there wearing it. So when Tiff does put it back out, y'all support that book line. You know, this is episode 9 of the Musician Memoirs podcast with the incomparable Tiffany Freeman, singer, songwriter, artist to the stars, background artist to the stars, and background vocalist to the stars. I'll say that. Let's play a game, Tiff. Let's play a game. It's called Rapid Fire. I'm going to give you an either or preference, and you just tell me what you choose. Okay. All right. So this is big for you. New York or LA?
It depends.
Because would you not have moved home if you didn't get married?
No, I'd have been definitely in LA. The bag is in LA.
Talk to me about that before we get into the game. Talk to me about that, because What is, and that was one of my questions. What is the difference between working in New York versus LA? I know like living in Atlanta versus Connecticut, New York is different. You know, for the work and pay scale and all that stuff.
Right. New York, I feel like New York has opportunity, but not wide enough like LA. So like LA is kind of like the Mecca, I would call it.
Hub,
like,
yeah, I got you.
So it's like film, you have TV, you have
award
recording,
shows,
like
yeah.
TV, like you have just modeling, everything, like
there's always something going on.
Yeah, I mean, and not to say like New York doesn't have it, but they don't have it to the capacity that LA has it.
Because one would see you, right? They'd be like, Tiff, she's a Bronx girl. She knows everybody. Why would you then move to LA? But look at all the things that you told me happened, all the connections you made.
Right.
Yeah.
It's the same, but it's different.
How did that happen anyway? Like, how did you say, I'm going to move to LA?
It really started with recording my album. I was flying back and forth working with Marcus Hodge and B Slade.
Yes, sir.
And at the time I was working with Aaron Sledge too.
Dope. I need Aaron on the pod too.
It got really annoying going back and forth.
Yeah.
And then it was like I either have the time and don't have the money.
Yeah.
Or I have the money and don't have the time.
Yeah.
And then eventually I just got to a point where I was just like, I feel like I have maximized my time in New York. Like I've done all the TV shows. I've played all the venues. Like what else? And then nothing was exciting anymore because I'm like,
yeah, it's home.
Right. So I'm like, I need a new scene. I want a new scene. And I was really afraid, like not afraid, but I didn't necessarily like the idea of feeling like I had to start over. Because I'm like, not that I'm a thing, but it's just like, I don't know.
You're a thing.
But I don't know. I feel like I knew people in LA, but I didn't know enough people in LA to where I thought that like it was going to happen immediately. Like people were telling me like, yeah, you just need like 6 to 9 months. You'll be good.
I don't got that.
Like, that long? Like, what are y'all doing?
Right.
Luckily, I moved in the middle of a tour. I was out with Corey. The day I got my keys, I literally saw my apartment for the first time because my friend was acting like she was me. Okay. So I didn't see my apartment until I got the keys. I literally walked around and went to the airport.
Oh my God. This is amazing.
I was barely home. Like, it was crazy. But yeah, then once tour slowed down, I was like, okay, what am I about to do? And then that's when I got the call for Kanye, which wasn't Kanye at the time. They just asked me to come to rehearsal. So it kind of all like worked out. But yeah, I love LA. I do.
It's beautiful. Yeah. All right. So that means you choose LA over New York?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Pizza or Chinese food?
Pizza.
Okay. Bronx pizza or Brooklyn pizza?
Honestly, I haven't been to the Bronx in so long, so I can't really say what, but Brooklyn pizza, I feel like it's all the same.
Okay.
But I will say like there are a few like dollar pizza spots. Yeah. I don't care where it's at, they got the best pizza.
They slap, yeah, definitely.
Chuck E. Cheese got good pizza too.
Chuck E. Cheese definitely has good pizza. Yeah,
people
sleep on Chuck E. Cheese. I say that. That's my wife. If I went and got my wife right now, she'd tell you Chuck E. Cheese slaps.
But you know what I heard about Chuck E. Cheese? This might mess you up.
Don't tell me nothing bad.
Yeah, this what I heard was.
Tell me offline. Don't tell me. We ain't slandering Chuck E. Cheese.
Because what I heard.
Oh God. Surf and turf or soul food? Are you not even right? Are you a seafood girl?
I will eat crab legs every day.
Okay, dope.
Oh, but soul food.
What's your spot for surf and turf? Or actually seafood back home?
They don't.
You don't see City Island? Sammy's? That ain't real.
No, I like the boils. Like I like
seafood boils. Okay, you like
ooh,
that? Yeah,
but
get dirty.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think I don't know. I can't even say because I started cooking.
Okay.
So now I don't even like.
Okay.
I don't
Go ahead,
know.
Tiff.
But soul food. I don't know.
Yeah.
A lot of places fell off. I will say.
A lot of places did
really,
fall off. You're right.
Yeah.
Canada or Mexico?
I've never been to Mexico.
Okay.
I have to say Canada.
It's blazing. All right. Japan or Australia?
I'm gonna say Japan because my little brother is half Japanese.
Oh, that's amazing. Okay, cool. Houston or LA? Oh, Houston or Atlanta? Pardon me.
Houston is a very touchy spot for me.
Okay.
I got my heart broken in Houston.
Jesus. We don't want that.
Nah, Houston left a really. I'm scarred from Houston. Honestly.
So Atlanta it is.
But I love Houston. I love the food. I love the culture.
Yeah.
But Atlanta is a different vibe. Yeah. And I love lemon pepper wings from American Deli. Lemon pepper wet. All flat.
All flats. That's your wing order. Okay, I got you next time you come.
Ooh.
Fresh off the Super Bowl. Grammys or Super Bowl? Which one?
I'm gonna say Grammys.
Okay. Why?
Only because all of the events that I went to, I literally saw everybody. Like, it was not one person I didn't know. And I just love that time of the year where, like, you don't necessarily have to wait till somebody dies or, like, it's like literally, like, anybody that you know is in the room. They're there.
Yeah, that's dope.
And it was just fun. Like, you get to hang. It's not necessarily work. Because the events that's going on. Yeah.
What was the Super Bowl? What was the Super Bowl like? You just finished that.
The Super Bowl was really, really fun.
Okay.
It was cold.
Really?
Which was surprising.
Arizona.
But it was fun. I got this. It was a few celebrities like ducking in and out.
I saw you saw Hove.
When I tell you. I was like, Uncle Sean! Uncle Sean!
Did he hear you?
They was just laughing. Everybody was laughing at me, but I've been a Jay-Z fan since
of course
7th grade. Like, that's New York. Like, you know what I'm saying? Outside of, I don't even want to get into what everybody has been. You know, y'all playing songs backwards to get a message. Like, you. Why? I can't even get into that. But outside of anything spiritual, religious, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, all of the writings on the wall, trying to find little symbols, and I can't. I appreciate him as an artist, as an entrepreneur. I think that he is genius, and he's a dope rapper, and I've always been a fan of that, and it's never gone as far as that. Okay.
So as New York as you are, Jay or Nas?
I'm gonna always say Jay. Always.
Okay. I got you. Vegas or Nashville?
Ooh, I'm gonna say Vegas because I went to see Usher in October, and the show was amazing.
I did see that. You and your homegirl. I did see that.
He hosted us.
Really?
Yeah, I met him.
That's dope.
I met him at a jazz. He came to one of Jazmine's shows, and he kept saying, "Yo, y'all sounded so good. Backgrounds, I heard y'all." But I noticed like he wasn't leaving. Like he just kept. So I was like, "So, how long is your residency?" I said, "How long is your residency? Because I'm trying to come see you before his." Oh, he was like, "Oh, this is the dates or whatever." He was like, "Pull up." He's like, "I'll host you." I said, "Wait, so you just gonna remember me or like, how we gonna do this?"
I need to know.
Child, he connected me with his tour manager.
Stop.
My tickets was right at that box office. We was backstage. Like, yeah, we went to the after party. Like, he's really like so cool. Like,
yeah,
we had so much fun. But yeah, so I'll say Vegas for sure.
Vegas. Okay, let's go. Do you prefer traveling or studio sessions? You like to tour, or would you rather stay home and just work?
I like touring.
Okay.
I like touring because I like tour bus sleep. I think that's the best sleep. And I'm such a foodie, so I be trying to go to like all the food spots in the city. Yeah.
And don't gain no weight.
Right. But then too, like, you know, I get to see people I haven't seen. Like, yo, I'm in your city. Pull up.
That may slow down a little bit, Tiff. You married now. You gonna value being home.
Not like that.
More. Yeah.
Well, no, my husband is very supportive. Like, he'd be like, go.
Okay.
Go get the money. Go get the money.
I'm saying it's not him. I'm not saying him. I'm saying you may eventually one day slow down and be like, nah, I don't want to do this as much. Maybe not.
Well, no, I will say I will say that I've been kind of getting into that space, but I don't know. It's like it's all I know. I don't mind staying at home, but it's like I want to go out. And
yeah, I got you. I want to be outside.
Right.
Okay. Let's go. Let me see. Joe or Tank?
Now, these questions just I can't answer this. I wish this was like Drink Champs. I could take a shot when I can't decide.
All right.
Joe,
you don't have to answer. Don't answer. We'll be
that's very hard.
All right, because I had a whole bunch more and they were worse. Shorts and sneakers, or coats, scarves, and boots. So LA wear or New York wear?
Yeah, I would say. Well, I don't know because a nice fall fit.
So you want to layer up, or you want to just be in your shorts and your dunks?
Well, no, I don't like being hot. I don't like being cold either.
So you prefer fall?
I love the fall and the spring, but I think
if you're stepping out, what you wearing?
It depends on where I'm going.
Okay.
It's easy to throw on a short and a sneaker, but when you layer it up, like you're like it has to lay a certain way. Like, like if you have on oversized pants, your shirt got to be like a little small. If you have an oversized shirt, you got to have on like a skinny jean or like something.
Got you.
I don't know. I'm gonna say scarves and jackets and all of that.
Okay. Do you prefer making the song or performing the song?
Oh. I would say making the song, but I will also say you should make songs that you can also perform.
Okay.
So you don't embarrass yourself.
Okay. Last one, character or skill?
Character.
And why?
Only because I feel like giftings come without repentance, right? Was that what to say?
Yeah, gifts come without repentance.
So I feel like anybody could sing, play, whatever. Like your skill is your skill. Like
right,
you got it. But if you're a mean girl, it doesn't matter.
Right. Yeah. So nobody's gonna want to work with you if you.
Right. You'll be at home. You'll be skilled at home. What's the point?
We all know some killers and that are dope at what they do, but they're jerks, and you don't want to work with them or they're Dranos, and they like bring the whole vibe down. You like here come this cloud walking my way.
Look, but he can play.
Nigga, nice.
Good. Right, exactly. No, I prefer character.
I got you. All right, let's play a game. It's called That Was Me. I'm gonna play a clip of something you performed on, and you give me some backstory about it. All right. All right. So let's go back to your record. You're the One.
Yeah. It's been so long since I kissed you, honey. Wanna spend some time, yeah. Oh no. I always loved you, and you know it. You should have never let me go. All this time I should have known you're the best thing that's ever
Yeah, Tiff, talk to me about that record. You're the one, man. That was amazing. Such a
I
vibe.
recorded that in 2016
Yeah,
with B Slade, who I call Sensei.
yeah.
He wrote that.
Dope.
I think that was his song first, and then I re-recorded it. And
Nice.
working with him, this was the first song we worked on. He's just so easy. It's like so easy.
Yeah.
He's like I would say like he's the Rodney to my Brandy, like
Okay. Wow.
or the Missy to my Timberland. Like he just gets it.
Yeah.
And
Another misunderstood genius, right?
oh God, he's like too good though. Like he wrote that song and I just recorded it and I just literally was like, whatever you say, I said I'ma sing.
That's what's up.
And yeah.
Shout out to B Slade.
I love him.
This record is a little different. I took some audio from your page. It's a different setting, and I want to show your versatility in your work. Here we go.
Almighty God has those angels.
You don't even know what this is, do you?
That's from Jazz and Lincoln Center.
Yeah.
This is so old.
Killing.
Fabrics just for you and me to love. Almighty God has those angels up in the proper place, waiting to receive and to welcome us in, remake us in grace.
I fake knew this song. Damien just taught it to me.
Get out of it, Tiff. That was beautiful. That could have been in a movie, Tiff. That was amazing.
That was that was old. That was Jazz and Lincoln Center. Damien does used to do a lot of shows with Jazz and Lincoln Center.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Y'all were dressed up, formal attire. It was beautiful.
That's when
man.
Bishop Block was with us all the time.
Wow. That's dope.
Yeah, she was a part of that show too. Yeah.
So Mattia was in there and all y'all was in there killing, man. That was a beautiful setting. And I found the clip and I was like, this is different, right? It's not loud. It's you really have to stand flat-footed and sing and perform. And like that brought me back to like, Harlem Nights vibes and like jazz clubs. And that was real elegant. And I wanted to show your versatility with that. You got busy on that.
Thank you.
You didn't see that one coming, did you?
No, I did. I was like, oh shoot.
All right, you have a special love for certain Faith Evans. You love her. I know I've been your friend for a long time. I know how much you love her. You had an opportunity to sing with her, and I'm going to play a clip of that so you can see.
I'm so amazed that you are
Talk to me about that, Tiff. What was that night like? What was that special event night?
Oh my God.
Getting emotional just thinking about it now.
She's literally my favorite.
Yeah.
So I I moved to LA in June. That
Mhm.
show was in August. She was like, they didn't say she was performing.
Mhm.
I don't think they said I think they just said she was like a host for this brunch in Hollywood.
Okay.
And so me and a few girls, I had just met them through one of my friends from Berkeley, actually.
Okay. See,
we
Berkeley
went to
still coming
right.
through for you.
We went to this brunch, and I just wanted to see her.
Mhm.
And we were standing by the stage, but the stage they turned into like a section, like VIP.
Okay.
So when she saw me, she said, so of course I'm like, hi, oh my God.
So you've known her before that. You met her before that.
Yeah, I sang background with her.
Wow.
And that was I had to really like
get yourself together for that.
Right. I was like, oh, hey, nice to meet you. Very like, but in the inside, I was but she's just always been cool. And I did not like, she was singing, and then her background singers is like, Faith is calling you. So I'm like, I'm standing next to them, like thinking like, oh, she want me to do the part. Like I know the background, whatever. So I'm standing there, they pushing me to the front. Second verse comes, and she's like, bam. I said,
what you gonna do?
Okay, ready?
That's what I'm talking about, Tiff. Be ready.
I was like, ready? Because this is my song. I'm singing with you. Everybody's phones is out. People looking at me like, who is that? Me.
It's a viral moment. That's right.
And that was my intro. Like that was my first time like singing in LA, period. Wow. Like I was like, oh, this is my intro. Like
what a cosign. What a cosign, Tiff.
And now like that's my girl. I'll be texting her.
Wow.
She's so like she's
a Jersey girl.
Yeah. Right.
So Newark.
Right.
Yeah.
Brick City.
Brick City, stand up. I got you. All right, let's go to one more. Let's see what else I got for you. Let me see what else I got.
Sing it, Tiff. Say. I need more than a text message. You gon' have to pull off something impressive. Heard that you driving well. Take this water. And what? I take this. I want to sit on you. So tell me why. If you act right, you can get some of this. Come on and prove why I should.
Yeah. Talk to me about that amazing experience, because it looked like there was a million people out there and you stood flat-footed with one of the greatest singers ever, and you just did your thing and made us all proud. That's dope.
That Jazmine Sullivan.
Yeah.
First of all, when I got the call to do the tour, I was already like, whoa. So I've known Jazmine since 2009, 2010.
Wow.
And we just been cool ever since, but I hadn't worked with her.
Okay.
Until like 2019. And so then the tour last year came about, and I ended up doing the tour. And we going over the songs, and she like, Tiff, I want you to learn the verse to Ari's part. And I was like, huh?
I'm sorry, what?
Get somebody else to do it.
Yeah.
But like I literally I learned it, but it's like I respect Jazmine so much.
Right.
That I'm like, I could sing, with other people, but it's you, like it's different.
Right.
And so I think the more that we did it, the more comfortable I got.
Yeah.
And like every now and then she'll look at me and be like, okay, and like make me laugh while I'm singing. So like she's making me comfortable, but like every night with her was like
that's amazing.
A lesson. I'm like, I'm getting free vocal lessons every single night for 3 months.
Well, one of the vocal assassins, but you stood
She's
flat.
incredible.
You stood flat-footed and did your thing. Like, I'm nice too, and I deserve to be here.
Because me and my friends say, "Oh, because I sing too."
That's what I'm talking about. But that's
no,
only...
but I honestly, that day that was in Chicago. That was they got a festival there every year. I don't remember the name, but I literally tried my wedding dress on for the first time that weekend.
Whoa.
I flew Algernon from Dallas to Chicago just to do a dress fitting.
That's
so I think that whole weekend, I kind of was just in like, oh my God, I'm getting married next month. Yeah. I just tried on my dress. I think it was a combination of like all of that.
Of course.
But yeah, a single her is just always so much fun.
That's dope. That's amazing, man. What an experience. Let's take it back to the Village Underground.
Let's sing, yeah. Oh, oh, oh. Long walk. Ooh. Round the corner. At the
Cut it out, Tiff. You're amazing. Cut it out.
That video is so
Cut it out, Tiff. I wanted to showcase all your range.
Not the Karen Clark shit.
That's live performance. Everybody was going crazy. That was that's the vibe of the Village Underground. I wanted people to see.
That was
people
that was
people
early.
Don't know. That was early. You was killing them.
I don't sing like that no more.
That ain't me. I'm better. I'm better than that now.
I'm more better than that.
Nah, talk about the vibe one more time about the Underground.
It was just good. You never knew who you was gonna see.
Yeah.
Them chicken wings.
Hitting.
Oh my God. And then this live music is just so good. Like when the musicians are locked in, everybody on the same vibe, like,
yeah.
And then they used to have like staple songs they used to kill. Like Ryan used to do I Want You the Right Way. And Shed will be on the organ.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Or You're Crazy.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah.
I got that for I think Kimberly Nicole, she's from Atlanta. No, she's from Seattle, but she was living in Atlanta. She moved to New York. Like I want to say that she introduced the world to Crazy.
Okay.
The way that she did it, because I didn't hear anybody in New York sing that song like that. Like way, slow down with a bop.
Yeah.
And now you can, everywhere you go, that's all people are singing. I
just heard an open mic in Atlanta Sunday. People were singing it that way.
And now I just be like, I I will be okay if I never hear that song again. Lord. But no, yeah, that was a thing. That was definitely a thing. Just Friends.
Yeah.
Another
Absolutely.
open mic special.
I got a video of that right in here right now. I could play it right now, but it was old Tiffany. I mean, it was
it's
young
very
Tiffany.
old.
Yeah,
glasses.
You know what I'm talking about.
I had glasses on.
Yeah.
I remember when I used to go back and forth from Boston to New York, and because Berkeley was heavy with jazz.
Yes, absolutely.
I used to tear up a standard. That's all I went to do. Jazz standards here and then everywhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, I miss the Village Underground. There's no space like it. And I'm glad that I'm back on the East Coast, because I can't recreate that, but I would love to like help to curate something that people look forward to, and something that, you know, gives people the same type of experience.
Yeah.
It's just not the like the live music scene from what I've heard and from what I've seen. It's not the same. It's not the same.
Yeah,
so
I understand.
Yeah, this year I'm planning on doing another show again in July. So I'm just trying to figure out how to structure it, because I can't necessarily do an open mic, but I want to do something.
Okay.
So that's what I had a meeting about that today. So we'll see what happens.
So with all your traveling and touring, for one, what was your favorite tour?
Favorite tour? I don't know. Favorite tour. I mean, Corey took me around the world. I've been to some places I didn't even know was a place with Corey.
Yeah.
I toured with Jessie J. That was my very, very first tour.
Wow.
I probably would say Jessie. Yeah. And like, we still cool to this day. Like,
that's dope. Have you worked with anybody you were better than and they got a little shady with you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I have. I got sent home.
How do you handle that? I mean, do you take it as just like you know what it was, and like on to the next one?
My check better not change.
Yeah.
Here's my address.
Right.
Here's my same bank account information.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Were they intimidated by you, or just you?
I don't know if it was intimidation or I really don't know.
Okay.
I can't really say. Other people can say better than me, because I think because it's me, I'm just chilling. I'm doing my job. So I don't see beyond that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's happened.
All good. You toured with the Funk Apostles,
Sure did.
One of the craziest, hottest bands. Y'all tore up the earth on those 2 or 3 summers when y'all was just everywhere. What was it like, for one, doing duo background singers, just you and Denise? How was that coping with, and Corey was your third singer,
right?
Lord will find a way.
Yeah, Corey would not let nobody else. We were like, Corey, you could get another singer. He like, no, I'm singing tenor.
Yeah,
okay,
he would come in and out, and y'all set the world on fire. So talk to me about that experience. And I know you gotta go, so I'm gonna let you go.
It was cool. It was I think for me, I've known Corey most of my life.
Yeah.
And so
another genius, Tiff. Yo,
yeah.
You stayed working with geniuses. This is crazy.
Lord, make me a genius too.
Oh my goodness.
I want to be a genius
Sneed,
too.
Yay, Jason White, Corey Henry. Good Lord.
Jazmine Sullivan. I know.
But you know what that means? You're gifted to be
I'm next. You're next.
Yeah. Right. the best is yet. All right.
Okay. So I've known Corey a long time. So seeing him become an artist after like being in church and all of that stuff was always like, wow, I'm so proud of him. But like having like a firsthand experience.
Yeah.
It was so crazy because we were just fill-ins.
Okay.
Because his 2 original singers, they were going on tour. and doing other things. And he needed to find 2 singers. And so he called me. I was like, heck yeah, I'm down.
Yeah.
And I told him, like, we were going through names. And I was like, no, call Denise. Like, she need to. And I mean, I've known Denise as long as I've known you. Like, but we never sang together.
Right.
We literally had 1 rehearsal.
That's all it takes. 1
rehearsal, barely going through anything. And went on tour for like 2 years.
Yeah. That's what happens.
Our blend, our chemistry, like everything, like just it's so good. But there were moments like when we didn't have to sing, we'd be side stage just listening to them, like, yo.
Y'all had the best job. That was amazing.
No, literally.
that was incredible. All the places you went, that was a dope experience. I was there at the Connecticut show before you came on. And matter of fact, nobody, it was just a band. There was no background singers. And that he pulled Denise up on stage. And then shortly after that, you guys came on after that. That was like 20. I just got married. So 2013.
I want to say I remember that. Because I was on FaceTime with somebody who was there.
It was Toad's place. And no, it wasn't Toad's place. It was Fairfield, Connecticut. And they were killing. And he pulled her up on stage. And then I guess it clicked. And he was like, and then he called and y'all. Shortly after that, y'all were out. And it was just like a 3-4 year run where y'all just go on every week. You know, all for the whole time. Yeah. Good
I was
stuff,
between him and Kanye.
Wow.
Yep.
So you were flipping between jobs. Wow. Yeah, so you never were home.
No, my apartment was literally collecting dust.
That is crazy. This is episode 9 of Musician Memoirs on the In the Pocket podcast with my friend and my sister, Mrs. Tiffany Freeman. She is a songwriter, vocal producer, vocal coach. She does it all. She is one of the most sought after background singers, professional background singers. Tiff, with your hectic schedule and now you being married, how do you balance?
I don't know. I literally have to prioritize, really.
Yeah.
And do what makes sense. Because as much as I love what I do, and as much as, you know, bills got to get paid and all of that stuff, I hate being tired. Because if I'm physically drained, I am no good to anybody.
Right.
So I can't be good on the road or in my own house.
Yeah.
You know, so like I have to just pick and choose.
Gotcha.
But I will say, like, my husband is so supportive. And he definitely like pushes me like, no, please go. Like you need, his biggest thing for me is that he never wants me to resent him for not being everything that I've always wanted to be, because I'm married now. So now I gotta be home and I gotta, he's like, no, like I want you to be all that you need to be. Be all that you want to be. I'm right here. I got you. Don't worry. And so that kind of makes it a lot easier too. Like I was just talking to my cousin the other day who told me she just got married too in November. And she told me she went on a girls' trip. It was her first time away from her husband. And she felt so guilty for leaving him. And I said,
what?
Girl, you don't go on that trip. I said, you don't go on that trip.
Yeah.
He's fine.
He's okay.
He is okay.
Yeah.
Well, see, I can't.
No. You run your house how you want to run your house.
But you have to have some level of balance. Like, I love when we're together, but I love my space too.
Yeah.
And I respect his space.
Right.
So, yeah.
You'll be married for a long time. Keep
exactly.
Good stuff. So you started a show with him, right? The Friends First show? Talk to me about that.
So basically, we used to be put in these random situations where people just be like, my boyfriend is not, or, yo, how y'all get to, and I'm like, we are not by any means anybody's relationship coach, life coach, none of that. We cannot tell you what to do. We can tell you how it worked for us.
Yeah, that's all you
She can tell you her story. I can tell you my story, but that's it. And so I think we, like, every time we had a conversation, we had to tell people like before anything, like that's my friend.
Yeah.
Like, and there's moments where I want to like yell and scream, but we do this thing where it's like, okay, I don't need my husband right now. I need free. Like, I just need free, because I think when the guard is down, it's easier to have a that kind of conversation.
Yeah.
And it's received different, and it's heard different.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's how we're big on communication too. But like, that's really my friend. So
that's dope.
We were like, let's do a show. Let's share our thoughts on what's going on in the world or whatever. Yeah. We kind of slowed down because life started lifing.
Life be lifing. Word.
Trying to close on the house and then planning this wedding. It was just like a lot going on. And so now we're trying to figure out how to structure it. So we'll be back
that's dope.
Soon. But
y'all check that out when they release it.
Yeah.
I think congrats are in order on your deal with AMG, right?
Yes.
Signed with my guy, Jonathan Anderson.
Jonathan, yes.
Talk to me about that.
I actually approached Jonathan in 2021. And we were talking, and I was just like, I really want to do this, but I wasn't in the capacity to do anything. Like, it sounded good.
Right.
And he sent me the contract and everything. And I was just like, I don't have nothing for you I have nothing to offer. Like, yeah, sorry.
That's what you need him for. Is he going to get it done for you?
Then we resurfaced the conversation, and we really planned things out. And then he was like, can you send me some pictures? I'm working on this announcement. I didn't know when he was going to say it. So like, I forgot what I was doing. And Charles Butler, you know Charles Butler?
Yeah, of course.
Charles hit my phone. Oh, so this is what we doing now? I was like, what are you talking about? Oh, so you wasn't going to tell me. We talk all the time. You wasn't going to tell. I'm like, what is happening?
Yeah.
And then I go online. I said, oh,
yeah.
Yeah. So that means new music.
Absolutely.
And a bunch of everything else.
So are you gonna go back to Tre'i Stella, or are you gonna stay Tiffany Freeman?
Well, that's the thing. Okay. I only created Tre'i Stella because, well, one, I thought it was cool to have a name outside of my own.
Of course, yeah.
But then I thought about how, like, and it's gonna sound crazy, but this was my point of view. I sing background for Erica Campbell. I sing background for Israel and New Breed, and Damien Sneed, or who. Those are my primary people, right? So I just felt like if I create a separate entity, then I somehow protect the brand integrity of people who may not sing the same music as me.
I understand. Yeah.
And so I really had to really think about that. Like, you are spending most of your time trying to create a whole different person. And the whole time they know who you are. They know what you do.
Yeah.
You're still singing with them. They support your music. They love you. It's not
about
about
you. Right.
And I had to consider my name. I can only be Tiffy. Why are you trying to be something else? What are you protecting? You're not on their team to be protecting the brand. And then it's like, are you out here stripping? Are you out here looking crazy? You're not doing it. I had to really consider all of the things. So I was like, okay, Tre'i Stella was cool, but I just want to be myself. But Jonathan's idea for me is just that, you can do both.
Yeah.
I don't know how he's going to do it.
Yeah.
But he's decided he's signing both. Tre'i,
another Boston guy,
right?
And another genius. Jonathan is a good dude, man. Always supportive. I've known him for many years. He sent me, when I first started doing photography, he mailed me a lens.
Wow!
Yeah, he sold into my life, and
that's so
literally,
dope.
It was dope. He didn't even know me that well. Just knowing each other from online, he was like, "I see what you're doing," and he sent me a lens. Like, I don't use this anymore. Take this, and
that's really dope.
That was dope, and it left an impression on my life, and I'll support him on anything he does, man. you're on the same level, same label with some heavy hitters. Your mentor, Melanie Daniels.
Yes.
My guy, Lawrence Flowers, the Williams Singers, and, the big homie, Adam Blackstone. So you guys are making some noise over there at AMG. I would love to have Jonathan come on and talk to me about what he's doing over there with you guys.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's my boy. So I think that's it, Tiff. I think we covered everything. I think.
Wait, I gotta say this before I leave.
What you got?
You are the reason why I have a Gmail account. Remember that? I be telling everybody if it wasn't for Chip,
what did I say?
If it wasn't for Chip, I would be down bad.
What did I say? I don't even remember.
You told me that I need a professional email address, and nobody was gonna take me serious if I didn't have a professional email. You made me sign up for. I signed up for a Gmail account, and ever since then, look. I'm outside.
I had a friend from high school. Her email, remember back in the day in the early 2000s, everybody used to have these wild tags.
Right.
So her
with me 5678 at Yahoo.
And we used to kill her all the time. And so that was just always something that I thought about, when people see that, they don't want to judge you on before they even, like you said, before they even hear you, they see your email. So, that was something that I pride myself on. So I still have the stupid Chips Ahoy email address from Yahoo from back in the day, but I have my real official Kevin Ginyard and Chip Flicks and In the Pocket and all that stuff. So yeah, it's good to brand across the board.
Well, yeah, thanks to you. I'm a professional now.
And look at all these professional people emailing your professional email address.
They be hitting me up.
I'm gonna put a resume consultant on my
exactly
on my resume. Tiff, thank you so much for coming through. My last question is my last question to you is like, how do you want to be remembered? Like as far as your legacy?
Oh, I want to be remembered for doing what I wanted to do. I want to be remembered for being in any room and still being myself and still being a light and making people laugh. And it's kind of a scary question. Okay.
I'm not trying to scare you.
No.
Many more years to live.
I know. But it's just like, dang, like when you really think about it, it's like, I want to die empty. Like I hope that I do everything that I'm supposed to do, that I always tell people, if I don't inspire you, I'm not doing my job. Like I really want to inspire people to go after everything, live their dreams, do it afraid, do it unsure, fall, get up again, try again, like go through the journey. Like the journey is a lot, but it's beautiful because you learn so much about people, you learn so much about you. And laugh, always laugh, learn to laugh, have fun. Don't take yourself so serious. I learned that from Faith. Like, Faith be like, okay, it is what it is. Like, you can't be mad at stuff you can't change.
True.
So yeah, that's how I want to be remembered. I want to be remembered for being a good time and a ball of fun.
Yeah. Well, that's it. That's a wrap. Episode 9 of Musician Memoirs on the In the Pocket podcast with my sister, Tiffany Freeman. She is an amazing person, an amazing talent. You can support her music online. Tiff, where can we find you on social media?
You can follow me on Instagram. I can only be TIFFY.
I mean, there were so many things that we didn't talk about. You had a Vibe interview. I didn't even touch on that.
Oh, I forgot about that.
I was interviewing Vibe magazine. That was dope.
From a girl that we went to the same high school.
Wow.
And she just remembered that I did music and reached out.
That's dope. That's dope. See? That's that goodness and mercy following you everywhere, right?
It's the one thing about that goodness and mercy. Is
you got to treat people right. You got to treat people right too.
That's. I think that's kind of the core of it. It's just be good to people. Yeah. Because you always gonna need somebody. Yeah. And you never want to turn around and be like, dang, I can't go to this person for whatever, or something comes up and now they consider somebody else, but you're more qualified. But because of how nasty you are, they're good. They're not calling you. So Yeah.
That goes back to that character, right? How you treat people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, Tiffany, you are a woman of elegance and of high character, and you're respected in this industry, in this game. You are my sister. I love you much.
I love you too.
We've done sessions. We've traveled. We've been homies. You know, our circle is the same. And I thank you. I needed some feminine energy on here. I've been having so many guys on here, and I wanted to have a female's perspective on the game. You know, you've had a long career. I mean, you're going on 20 years now. We getting old, Tiff, and I'm older than you, but
who is we?
Oh, okay. You stay young, man. That's right.
I'm forever 21, like the store.
Like the store. No, but thank you, Tiff, for being a part of the show and supporting.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. The purpose of this show is just to give back to the next generation, to educate the people that want to try to get where you are, to help them steer them in the right way. You know, when we were coming up, we didn't have that many mentors.
Right.
You know, a lot of people we knew didn't reach back to help out.
Right.
And educate. So we're just trying to give that content to people so they can learn the game and not make the same mistakes that we made coming up. You know what I'm saying? So thank you. That's it. That's a wrap. My sister Tiffany Freeman on the In the Pocket podcast. And Tiff, I'll talk to you later. Next time you're in the A, hit me and share you up so we can come have dinner.
Yes, we need wings.
Yeah, you come to the house. I want to meet your husband. Like, we can hang out, go out, whatever you want to do.
I love food too. Food is my favorite.
I'll feed you. This one's on you. All right. Love you, sis. Thank you so much.
Love you too.
Talk to you later.
Right.
Wow, what an amazing story. Thank you, Tiff, for coming through and blessing the pod. That was episode 9 of Musician Memoirs. I'm super hyped that you guys took time out to rock with us tonight and support us. Your support means everything. Please continue to like, share, and repost. Let everybody know that In the Pocket podcast is growing, and we're putting out premium content for you to learn, for you to find your rhythm and find your niche. Continue to stay in the pocket, continue to support us, and I'll see you soon. God bless.